Hello and welcome back to MercMan Tips. Today we've got a 2011 C220 CDI and this car does not start. Now I'm suspecting it's the starter motor that's faulty and I'm going to show you guys how to check the starter motor. Now I just want to show you what happens when we try to start it. We have the key in, the ignition comes on as normal, and when we try to start, absolutely nothing. So I'm suspecting it's the starter motor, but we need to do a few checks before we change it, and I'm going to show you guys how to do them checks. So under the bonnet I have my power probe, which is connected to the positive and negative over here, and it's this plug that we need to test. So hold the camera for me. Let's quickly disconnect it. This purple and white wire comes from the front SAM unit, which has the starter motor fuse and the starter motor relay. So if we connect the power probe to this wire, pass me the phone. Can you crank the engine for me? When the engine's cranked, we should have live. Crank it, release. So that shows us that we are getting power when the ignition switch is in the crank position. So the starter motor fuse and the starter motor relay and the ignition switch is working fine, which will tell us that the starter motor is faulty. If you hold the camera for me again. But to be 100% certain, this purple wire goes straight to the starter motor. So if we give it direct live with this power probe, which is this connection here, if the starter motor is working, it will crank. If it's not working, it won't crank. So let's give it power. Starter motor is not cranking. So we are 100% the starter motor is faulty and the starter motor needs to be changed. So thank you for watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe to MercMan Tips.